What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, there's rumors and reports that undefeated three-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning WBO, World Boxing Organization, welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be the number one best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford is 39 wins, no loss, no draw. 30 big wins by way of knockout. He is 35 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. He's being rumored to possibly face undefeated welterweight superstar title contender Jaron Boots Ennis, who is 29 wins, no losses, no draws. 27 big wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach, on Blkprime in his next fight. Okay, and it's stating that Jaron Boots Ennis had been offered to face Terence Bud Crawford on Blkprime in this next fight, which is not true. Okay, this is reports that are completely false, completely made up. It's not true at all whatsoever, people. Okay, Jaron Boots Ennis is a super great talent. Okay, you guys know I'm very, very, very high on Jaron Boots Ennis. Very high on Jaron Boots Ennis. I think he's a phenom. I think he's the greatest. I think he's going to be the greatest fighter of his generation. No slight to no other fighters. I think Jaron Boots Ennis is going to be the greatest fighter of his generation. And I think that you're going to have A plus Jaron Ennis. I think it's going to be A minus Devin Haney and A minus Shakur Stevenson in their eras. Okay, in this upcoming era. Okay, and then I have Gervonta Tank Davis as an A minus behind those guys. Okay, so Jaron Boots Ennis has a fight coming up January 7th, Washington D.C. Against Kareem Chouakadzian, okay, who is 21 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 71-inch arm reach. Okay, so Jaron Boots Ennis has a fight coming up January 7th. So after that, obviously, Jaron Boots Ennis, he has his sights set on undefeated, unified WBC, WBA, IBF, welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely considered top 2, if not number 1, definitely top 5 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, in Earl the True Spence Jr. Earl Spence Jr. has 28 wins, no loss and no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. Now, obviously, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, they make for the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, okay? And that's the fight that all the fans want to see, okay? Currently, as it stands, Terence Crawford, he wants to make the fight happen with Errol Spence Jr., okay? Errol Spence Jr., he has his sights on Terence Bud Crawford, okay? With Jaron Boots Ennis, again, I can't say this enough. And people, they say, well, you're just a Jaron Boots Ennis. Listen, I always say this. I think that Jaron Boots Ennis is a phenom. He can switch from southpaw to orthodox. I think a lot of people are avoiding Jaron Boots Ennis. I think Jaron Boots Ennis, no slight to Jaron Boots Ennis, but I look at Jaron Boots Ennis as Terence Crawford and Errol Spence had a kid, to describe his talents. He has all of Errol Spence's strengths, all of Terence Crawford's strengths, and none of their weaknesses, in my opinion, right? He's just as big, just as strong and powerful, and fundamentally sound as Errol Spence. But he's versatile, athletic, quick, and rangy, and awkward, and use angles like Terence Crawford, right? So I think Terence Crawford is a quicker twitch fiber muscle athlete than Errol Spence. He has faster feet. He has faster hands, I believe. He switched from southpaw to orthodox, power in both hands. Errol Spence is more fundamentally sound, bigger, stronger, consistent, high work rate. Jaron Boots Ennis has a high work rate. Jaron Boots Ennis is elusive. I just feel like Jaron Ennis is a mixture, right? He's a phenom. You ever saw that movie, Underworld, where you had the mixture between the Lycans and the vampires, and they had that mixture, and the one had all of their strengths and none of their weaknesses. He's like Blade. You know what I mean? He's the Daywalker. He's in between both, right? He has all of their strengths and none of their weaknesses, right? So where Errol Spence lacks in foot speed, hand speed, and versatility, more tools in the toolbox, Jaron Boots Ennis has all of those things. Where Terence Crawford lacks in the size, physical nature, fundamentals, discipline, Jaron Boots Ennis has all of those things. So as far as this fight being made on Blkprime, obviously it would be welcomed, right? But is this happening right now? Is it being offered, as people are saying, that Terence Crawford has been being offered a fight with Jaron Boots Ennis on Blkprime? That's not true. Okay. Terence Crawford is looking to face off against Errol Spence in his next fight, as Errol Spence is looking to face off against Terence Crawford in his next fight. This is the fight that everybody wants to see. It's the biggest fight in boxing. Time is not on their side. Errol Spence just was in another car accident. Okay. Terence Crawford is 35 years old. Time is not on either one of their side. Right. And the universe, in my opinion, just continues to inform both guys to make this fight happen as soon as possible. So as of right now, no, that's not the case. I keep getting people, tons and tons of people are asking me, hey, man, you guys are making a fight. Or you guys are having Terence Crawford is ducking Errol Spence again to fight Jaron Boots Ennis on Blkprime. First of all, Terence Crawford fighting Jaron Boots Ennis is nobody's duck in nobody's world. Okay? You don't duck Sugar Ray Leonard to fight Roy Jones Jr. There's no such thing. That just sounds utterly ridiculous. Okay? And so, again, like I said, Terence Crawford, his focus before he even signed to Blkprime to fight David Avanesian, his focus has been Errol Spence Jr., regardless of what everybody wants to tell you. Okay? So with that said, no, that's not the case. Okay, this is false news. It's false reporting. Somebody's making up stories. Jaron Ennis is focused on his fight coming up January 7th, and he's focused on, he's the IBF mandatory challenger for Errol Spence right now, currently as it stands. That's what his focus is on, okay? Again, like I said, Jaron Ennis is a great talent, and what network and what platform wouldn't want to feature Jaron Ennis on it? You'd be out your mind to not want to feature Jaron Ennis on your platform, period. Okay. So again, like I said, it's completely false reporting. It's completely false narratives. And Terence Crawford is not ducking Errol Spence to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. Terence Crawford has not even reached out to us to have a conversation about his next fight. Terence Crawford is actually informed that everybody that he's going on vacation. He's not even discussing that. Errol Spence could possibly begin negotiations with Terence Crawford again. Right now, they could resume the initial negotiations for a fight, to revisit their fight. They already have the foundation in place to make the fight happen. So with that said, again, these are all false reports. I don't know who's informing these people that this is the case. This is not the case. It's not been talked about. It's not been negotiated. It's not being happened. There's no contact. That didn't happen at all whatsoever. You're hearing it here from me straight out, flat out. That has not been the case. There is no conversation. Nobody's talking about it, period. Okay? And again, Jaron Boots Ennis has a fight coming up that he has to focus on January 7th. Terence Crawford, has no contact with us to talk about a fight with Jaron Boots Ennis as well. So let's see how this all unfolds and moving forward. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like the shitty videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.